Good morning, students. So let us now solve question number 5 of exercise 6.1. It is given that in figure 6.17 POQ is a line. So POQ is a line and OR is perpendicular to line PQ. OS is another line between which is lying between OP and OR. So we have to prove that angle ROS, this angle, okay, this angle is equal to half angle QOS minus angle POS. Now let us prove it. Now since OR is perpendicular to PQ, so angle POR, this angle POR and angle QOR is equal to 90 degree. So this angle plus this angle is equal, this angle is equal to this angle, that is equal to 90 degree. Now in place of POR, we can also write POR equals to angle POS plus angle ROS. So we can write down this as angle POS plus angle ROS. Similarly, angle QOR, this angle QOR can be written as angle QOS minus angle ROS. So from this angle you subtract this angle, you will get angle QOR. Now, what do we find here? That POS plus ROS is equal to QOS minus ROS. Now, if we take this ROS to this side and this POS to this side, the sign will get changed. So, ROS plus ROS is equal to angle QOS minus POS. Now, twice ROS is equal to angle QOS minus POS, or angle ROS is equal to half angle QOS minus angle POS. Hence, proved. Now question number 6. It is given that angle XYZ equals to 64 degree and XY is produced to point P. Draw a figure from the given information. If ray YQ bisects angle ZYP, find angle XYQ and reflects angle QYP. So according to the question, it is given that angle XYZ is equal to 64 degree. And this XY, this ray XY is produced to point P. So we have drawn a line figure like this. It is also given that YQ, this ray YQ bisects angle ZYP. So let us take, we have to find out angle XYQ and angle reflects angle QYP. Now it is given that this YQ bisects angle ZYP. Let us take this angle as X. So this angle will be also equal to X because this is bisecting this angle. Now what do we find here? That QY, this QY stands on the ray PX. Therefore, angle by linear pair axiom, you have learned that angle PYZ plus angle ZYX is equal to 180 degree. Now, what is angle PYZ equal to? This is equals to x, this x plus this x. So, it is equal to 2x. So, 2x plus 64 equals to 180 degree. Now, what is ZYX given? 64. So, we in place of ZYX, we have put angle ZYX equals to 64. Now, 2x equals to 180 minus 64, that is 116 degree. Or x is, when you solve it, you will get x equals to 58 degree. So, this angle is equal to 58 degree, or we can write down angle XYQ. Now, what will be angle XYQ equal to? That is equal to angle XYZ plus angle ZYQ. Now, what is ZYQ equal to? That we have found out as equal to 58 degree. When you add this to angle 64 plus 58, you will get that equal to 122 degree. Now, you have to find out reflex angle QYP. Reflex angle QYP means this angle you have to find out. Now, you know that reflex angle is less than is more than 180 degree and less than 360 degree. Now, what have we found out here? It is equal to 58 degree. So, what will be its reflex angle? That will be when we subtract 58 degree from 360 degree, we will get reflex angle QYP, that is equal to 302 degree. Now let us start with another topic, that is parallel lines and a transversal. When we take two or more lines, suppose we are taking two lines M and N cut by another line at two distinct points or two or more distinct points, then that line which is cutting those two lines is called a transversal. So let us see this figure once again, that L is the transversal of this line, two lines M and N, which is cutting these lines at two distinct points, that is P and Q. Now what do you find, that line L or the transversal L is forming four angles at each of the points P and Q. That is angle 1, 2, 3, 4 at P and 5, 6, 7, 8 at Q. Now what do you find, that what are the exterior angles in this figure? Means outside the line, you will find out that as angle 1, 2 and angle 7, 8. So these are all the exterior angles. Now what are the interior angles in this figure, which is inside the line? That is 3, 4, 5 and 6. So angle 3, angle 4, angle 5 and angle 6 are interior angles. Now you must have learnt about corresponding angles, interior angles, alternate exterior angles, etc. in the earlier classes. But let us again recap that. Now what are the corresponding angles in this figure? What do you find? Angle 1, angle 5, whose position is at the same place, which lies at the same place on both the lines. So here what do we find? Angle 1 and angle 5 are at the same position, so they are corresponding angles. Then angle 2, angle 6, then angle 4, angle 8 and angle 3 and angle 7. So in this figure we find four pairs of corresponding angles: angle 1, angle 5, angle 2, angle 6, angle 4, angle 8 and angle 3, angle 7. Now what are alternate interior angles in this figure? Which is the angles which are interior as well as they are alternate. So what are they? They are angle 3 and angle 5 and angle 4 and angle 6. So alternate interior angles in this case are angle 4 and angle 6 and angle 3 and angle 5. Now what are alternate exterior angles? Now what do we find? One which is lying on one side of the transversal and the other angle is lying on the other side of the transversal. Then only it is called alternate. So exterior, so it is outside the line. Angle 1, angle 7. Angle 2, angle 8. So here again we are finding two pairs of exterior angles, angle 1 and angle 7, angle 2 and angle 8. Now interior angles on the same side of the transversal means those interior angles which are lying on the same side of the transversal. What are they? In this side on the left hand side of the transversal we are finding interior angles angle 4 and angle 5, and on the right hand side of the transversal the interior angles are angle 3 and angle 6. So those are angle 4 and angle 5, angle 3 and angle 6. Always remember children that interior angles on the same side of the transversal are also called consecutive interior angles or co-interior angles. So these are the terms which are used for the interior angles on the same side of the transversal: consecutive interior angles or co-interior angles. Now let us understand two axioms which we will be using very frequently in this chapter while proving the sums. Axiom 3 is, if a transversal intersects two parallel lines, then each pair of corresponding angles is equal. So always remember that corresponding angles are always equal. This is known as corresponding angles axiom. Okay. What is corresponding angles axiom? That if a transversal intersects two parallel lines, then each pair of corresponding angles is equal. Another axiom is that if a transversal intersects two lines such that a pair of corresponding angles is equal, then the two lines are parallel to each other. So what is the other axiom? That if the transversal intersects two lines, we don't know that whether those two lines are parallel or not, only any two lines we take, and it is cut by a transversal such that the corresponding angles are equal in that case, then the two lines will be definitely parallel to each other. So children, for today this much only. You complete your exercise 6.1, fifth and sixth question, and go through page number 98 and 99 which I have taught today. Thank you.